Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Bob McIntosh here with the McIntosh Law Firm in Davidson. Serving this community has been a collective passion of our law firm since 1997. We offer the quality legal services and results you would expect from a large downtown firm, but with a personal, community-focused approach right here at home. The McIntosh Law Firm, your local legal resource.
To learn more about the McIntosh Law Firm, visit McIntoshLawFirm.com.
The following is a paid program and does not necessarily reflect the views of WSIC.
Welcome to Community Centered, a show that features people in the community doing good things. Now, here are your hosts, Debbie O'Handley and Margi Kyle.
Welcome, welcome. Happy Tuesday, rainy, yucky day, Margie.
Well, it stopped just for the show.
I know. The sun came out, right? What is that tune? The sun will come out tomorrow? Let's hope so, because it's been a little, I'm turning into a mushroom.
Oh, my gosh. I'm a little sick of it.
Uh-huh. Or else we're going to build an ark.
One of the two. I have so many limbs down on my property. I'm changing the name of my street to Broken Limb Lane.
Yeah, I hear you. We could say the same at Hope House. It's kind of been crazy. So I have a couple of quick announcements before we talk about your fabulous weekend. I just had a conversation with Robin Salzman this morning, and she wanted to remind us if there is anyone looking for a hospitality career in Cornelius, they should apply at theservepickleball.com. Oh. They will be hiring servers, kitchen staff, bartenders, and hosts over the next 45 days, getting ready to open that amazing, magnificent facility that we will have in our community.
Everybody's looking forward to that.
And if folks are looking for a job, they are fabulous people to work for, and what a wonderful opportunity. So make sure you get to theservepickleball.com. And I also want to talk about our partners, Pharaoh's Parenting. We had them on the show once. They are doing a fundraiser this weekend, August 16th, Stand Up for Good at the Kane Arts Center. They have two comedians, Andy Forrester, and I believe his name is Nevin Sharma. He's the opening act. This will be a fundraiser, so raising funds while having fun at the Kane Arts Center for our friends at Pharaoh's Parenting. So you can go on their website, pharaohsparenting.org, and get yourself some tickets and go have a fun night. We need to laugh.
Yeah, we sure do.
This weather is really making for people a downer. I saw April Dawn posted, she said, I don't know, does anybody else have seasonal affective disorder right now like I do? It's really been yucky. So
they are engaged.
Congratulations to them. And I also want to recognize our boy Reese and give a shout out to him for his happy birthday and his new haircut. We're celebrating that today. He is now officially no longer, well, it was a big milestone to get to 21. Now he's an old man of 22. So there you go, Reese. Shout out, happy birthday to you. And we had our open house on Friday.
How did it go?
It finally stopped raining long enough for folks to come and visit our new homes.
I tried to get there. Just didn't happen.
Don't worry about it. It was kind of crazy. We are bringing a police officer into the Courage
That's what
home
you said, yeah.
with his family. He's super excited. And we are bringing an Atrium healthcare worker and her family into the Journey home. Magnificent story of her working in Asheville and the hurricane destroying their home, taking their husband's business away, which was a restaurant manager, and really having no place to go but coming into our community. And a year later, we're going to be able to gift them with a house. So it's a fabulous story, but they're still looking for clothes and things. So I'm hoping that our friend today can talk to me about how we can get some of those kids and dad some resources. But yeah, it was fast, furious, crazy. And of course, there's always a story, which we'll go off air and talk about that amazing
thing.
Well,
talk about Lake Lure.
Yeah, what was your weekend like?
Little smiles. And Reese, if you could show that picture with Tim, Carrie Cuton, and myself, there it is. We've been going up to Camp Care now for the last, I think, 16 years. And it's a camp right on Lake Lure for 200 children with cancer. Oh. And those kids are all over there waiting to get on the bus to go up to Camp Care. It is their 40th birthday today.
Happy birthday, Camp
Yeah.
Care. Amazing.
And those kids are normal for a week.
Oh, bless their hearts.
So we gave them all the snacks for a week and some crafts to do.
Out there doing good. That's Margie,
Well.
putting smiles on people's faces.
That's what puts a smile on my face.
Yeah. That's good stuff there. That's for sure. Well, congratulations on that. And congratulations, Camp Care. Happy birthday to you, too. 40.
Absolutely.
You're
40
older than
years.
Reese.
Yeah, right.
That's incredible. Well, what else is going on besides the rain?
Well, it was funny. I had dinner Saturday night with a friend, and she was just, woe is me and all her little problems. And I finally said to her, so what are you doing for somebody else?
Good for you.
And she said, what do you mean? And I said, you got to practice what you preach.
That's right. We talk about that all the time on this show on
Yeah.
how
Whenever I have a down day, boy, I look back, going to that Camp Care, watching those kids get on the bus, and the parents going, they're normal for a week.
yeah, what a blessing.
That just makes your heart sing.
For sure. That'll make you feel good.
And so I think the more good you can do, the better you feel.
Absolutely. And our guest today, I know, is out in our community doing good. They're an amazing organization. We're going to hear all about it
Yep.
from them today. And talk about a wonderful place to volunteer or a wonderful place to donate to. They are fabulous. And we're going to get all the deets here today on Community Centered on our friends here in the community.
We always do.
We always do. We've been having a great little visit before the show. It's always sometimes the best part of the show, or there's the break and the before and after where we're connecting with our community. And we want to shout out to the McIntosh Law Firm for allowing us to do
Yes.
this. They are our sponsors, and without them, we wouldn't be able to connect all the wonderful nonprofits in our community
That's
doing
right.
great stuff.
Yeah.
So we are excited to be here every Tuesday. Margie and I look forward to taking an hour off of the crazy and sitting in this little square room, and nobody can find us, and we can just talk away here. So I have a little special visitor coming to see me the end of this week. My granddaughter is.
Oh, my
Yeah,
gosh.
So we have we've had a weekend of putting together cribs and play pets and high chairs and strollers and all this stuff. And my husband, who traveled a lot when my kids were young, said, I never did this for my own kids. I said, yeah, well, there you go, Grampy.
Yeah, right. Grumpy Grampy.
Yeah, you go. There you go. You're all set. So we're excited
that'll
about
be
that
so
opportunity. Yeah,
wonderful.
really, really a big first car ride, big firsts on everything, first time in the water. So we're excited about that. So yeah, it's all good.
How long are they here for?
For probably about 4 or 5 days.
Better bring her on the show on
I
Tuesday.
know, if she were here, she's at that grabby 9-month stage where, she's pulling and grabbing and tearing everything up. So I don't know, maybe I'll be a wreck come Tuesday, I'm sure of it. But we're certainly excited for them to be here. So you are listening to Community Centered here on 105.9 WSIC. So grateful to be here.
Me too.
Despite
Me
the
too.
rain.
Well, it stopped just for this show.
I love it. When, every time the sun has been coming out on these rainy days, I've been looking up for a rainbow, reminding myself that God keeps his promises every time we see one. So I'm like, okay, Lord, you got a lot of promises to follow through on. So where are those rainbows? Send
That's
us a
right.
rainbow for sure, so that we know you're listening and you're out there, which we know for sure you are. I want to wish a bunch of kids back to school. I think.
Oh, my God. When I saw the school buses, I thought,
Yep. Well, I think Mooresville started, and some of our charter schools started. CMS doesn't start, I think, until the 23rd or the 24th. Don't quote me on that. But happy back to school. Please be safe, everyone.
yes.
We're going to go to commercial break, and when we come back, Margie's going to introduce you to today's guest here on Community Centered, 105.9 WSIC, live, local, now.
Spotlight and kindness, one story at a time. It's Community Centered with Debbie O'Hanley and Margi Kyle, presented by the McIntosh Law Firm on WSIC.
Well, still keep the umbrella close by. We'll hold on to that chance for a passing shower or a downpour as we move throughout our Tuesday. Not a lot of sunshine, but some variable clouds for sure. High temperatures will climb into the low 80s for our afternoon. Falling off tonight into the low 70s once again, and the chance for a few of those pop-up showers or a passing downpour Wednesday. We'll get back into the mid 80s for our hump day. this week. That's your forecast. From the WSIC Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Here's your WSIC community calendar. Friday night is the rescheduled Piedmont Healthcare Friday After 5 outdoor concert series. Petty Rewind will be performing, a tribute band dedicated to reviving the music of Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Friday After 5 will be held in downtown Statesville on West Broad Street in front of Mitchell Community College. Beverages and food will be available for purchase beginning at 5 p.m. with Petty Rewind performing at 6. Bring your chairs and enjoy Friday After 5 in downtown Statesville. The 500 Club in Statesville presents live music on Saturday night with a concert by Holt Up. This is a local three-piece band performing a variety of music from rock to folk to funk. Call 704-872-9990 for more information on the Victory Lane Sports Bar and Grill, Tea Times, and the Holt Up Show on Saturday night at the 500 Club. See the riders from the Monster Energy AMA Supercross Championship on Saturday, September 6th, as they compete on a custom-built course at ZMAX Dragway. The playoff opener features a two-moto format for the 450cc class and 250cc class, promising plenty of drama and excitement from the moment the gates drop. Click on CharlotteMotorspeedway.com for tickets, a track map, and information on other 2025 events. Score designer deals September 9th through 14th at the Green Jeans Consignment Sale, now at 601 Milestone Venue in Concord, formerly the Buy Low Center. It's fashion, fun, and major savings. Visit greenjeansale.com. Stay up to date and find out about local events, job opportunities, real estate information, and more. Visit liveworkplaylkn.com and sign up for the weekly newsletter. That's liveworkplaylkn.com.
Bob McIntosh here with the McIntosh Law Firm in Davidson. Serving this community has been a collective passion of our law firm since 1997. We offer the quality legal services and results you would expect from a large downtown firm, but with a personal, community-focused approach right here at home. The McIntosh Law Firm, your local legal resource.
To learn more about the McIntosh Law Firm, visit McIntoshLawFirm.com.
Real people making a real impact. The McIntosh Law Firm brings you community-centered, right here on WSIC. Local starts here.
Welcome back. We have the most interesting conversations during our commercial. It is a pleasure to introduce Darlene O'Tools, and you are a volunteer. You've been the head volunteer, I should say, for Lydia's Loft.
Yes, I'm the volunteer coordinator at Lydia's Loft. So if anybody wants to volunteer, they go through me, they email me, and I send them to shifts that need volunteers.
And what would that email be?
It is lydiasloft5@gmail.com.
Okay.
Who is Lydia?
Lydia came from the Bible. She dealt in purple
Oh
cloth.
my gosh. I didn't know
That is
that.
why our eaves are purple, our shutters are purple, the brochures are purple. That is our signature color. And she was preached by Paul in Acts. You'll find her in Acts. And she opened her heart to God. And that's why we named it Lydia's Loft.
And you've been there 21 years.
I got there about 2 months after it opened, yes.
Oh my
21 years.
gosh.
I was reading an article in the Huntersville Herald, which I think is now called Lake Norman Citizen.
Mm-hmm.
And I had some free time, and I decided that this would be a good place for me to volunteer, and I loved it and never left.
Well, that says a lot.
Yeah, it's just a great place to work.
And you're in Huntersville, but where?
Right in downtown Huntersville, next to First Baptist Church of Huntersville, which is about half a mile from where Old Statesville meets Gilead Road. And we are on Old Statesville Road.
Okay.
And they are a purple building.
We are a brick building with purple shutters.
And I think Reese is going to show us that picture in
Okay.
just a second so that you can see exactly what it looks like the next time you're driving by.
Margie, from a design standpoint, what does purple mean?
Explore all the different possibilities.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Bet you didn't know that.
I did not know that.
So that's the outside of the house with the purple shutters. I never noticed those purple shutters.
Oh, yeah. It's kind of a standout thing.
I just thought, what a charming little space.
I do know that to make purple back in the day, they used snail mucus,
The
which
thing
is
that
very
everybody's putting on
interesting.
their face now.
Which is very interesting. And purple was for royalty. So
Royalty.
she had money
Yeah.
because she dressed the royalty in her area.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yes.
So what
but
do you
her-
do?
Well, I am the team leader on Mondays and Wednesdays from 9 to noon. And mostly we just sort the clothes that are donated. We have generous donators. We have tons of really nice things that get donated by the community that we distribute throughout the house. And so mostly that's what we do, most of the volunteers. And I also am the only one that speaks Spanish on my shift, so I'm also the translator. We have a lot of Hispanic clientele that come in that don't speak English, so I'm used in that way as well.
Margie, have you ever been in there?
Yes.
It's set up like a boutique. It's so tidy and organized, and it feels
yeah.
like
I
a
sent
store.
Reese one more picture of accessories in
When
there,
you go
too.
in there,
Not just clothes.
we did some remodeling a couple of years ago, and the lady who did the remodeling is a volunteer for us, and she has a degree in interior design, and she did a wonderful job.
Good.
And it
Yeah.
does look like a boutique now.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, if somebody's donating a lot of clothes,
Mhm.
can they get a tax receipt?
Yes.
Okay.
And that's always available. There's a back porch area, screen-in back porch, where they take their donations. And we only take donations when we're open so that we have volunteers to, sort
Process
them,
it,
process it. And right there, there's a little shelf where they have the forms, the tax forms that they can take with them.
Okay, that's perfect.
talk to me for a minute about what it takes to sort those donations and what is it you're exactly looking for?
Well, we take the bags that are left and we take them to the back sorting room. And sometimes they're out of season. So, like in the middle of the summer, if we get winter things, we have all kinds of tubs that are marked size wise,
Yeah.
age wise, male, female. And we put them in those tubs to be brought out when we change for seasons. And we're going to be doing that like around Labor Day is when we start switching out summer into more fall, winter. And there are also times when we get things that we don't use. Our motto is if it's something that you wouldn't put on your own back, we don't want to display it. It might be torn,
Yeah,
ripped,
right.
outdated. So then we put them in the kidney foundation bin. And kidney grinds them up into rags and it's recycled that way.
Okay.
Oh, good.
And they pick up every week
Well,
what
that's
things that
wonderful.
we don't take.
Now, what are your hours? Because I noticed that a couple
Differs.
times I've been there on a Friday and
Yes.
you're not open on a Friday.
Yes, on Monday, Wednesday, and Saturdays, we're open 9 to noon.
Okay.
We're open all day on Tuesdays and Thursdays, 9 to 4.
Okay.
And we're only open in the evening one day a week, and that's Wednesdays from 4 to 7.
Okay.
We're closed on Friday, and we're closed on Sunday,
Good.
You do keep Saturday hours?
9 to noon.
9 to noon. Okay,
Yes.
Great. Great for my working parents to know that. And I
And
didn't
it's
know
very
about the
busy on
evening
Saturday
hours.
because a lot of people that work during the week can only come on Saturdays.
Yes.
So it gets very busy on Saturday.
So
Okay.
I know because we're a referring partner of yours at Hope House how folks can use your services, but tell our listeners what that looks like.
They get a referral through either a social service organization like Hope House. We have Angels and Sparrows in Huntersville, even a church pastor, even Atrium Health. If there's some sort of a counselor that you have with Atrium Health or Novant, your doctor can write a referral for our clients, and they can come and shop for free every 2 months with a fresh referral. And it's all done through the computer. You get a little 5-digit code.
Is there a limit?
Yes, every client can get up to 20 articles of clothing
How
That's
often?
tremendous.
every 2 months.
Every
Yeah.
2 months.
With a fresh referral.
Okay. I think that's changed.
Yes, it has changed.
Yeah, you've tweaked that a little bit.
We
That's-
did. After the remodeling, we tweaked it. So it's now all across the board 20.
That's amazing.
That is amazing.
Yes.
Typically, what kind of things are the most popular things that you need? What are you looking for?
Right now, back to school
Mm,
for the kids, especially the older kids. We can never seem to get enough in stock of size 7 and up.
So I think when folks think of Lydia's Loft, they generally think of women, right?
They
Like it's
do. And a
women's
lot of people
clothing.
don't
Yeah.
know that we
Yeah.
take
So you take
children's
children
and men's
and men's.
clothing.
And I think you also have like a bedspread
We have
sheet
towels,
section.
bedspread, sheets, linens. Accessories, we take costume jewelry. We take belts, purses, shoes, those types of things we take.
I forget about that.
Scarves, hats, gloves.
And I know there's also the prom closet.
Yes.
Which is a magical place that we'll talk about after the break on what happens up in the prom closet.
Wonderful, amazing ministry.
Everything that you do is an amazing ministry. I have seen people transform themselves. Case in point, we had a woman that we took off the streets who was living uptown on 7th Street for 12 years in a tent. And it was a rainy day in March. She was soaking wet. She was wearing 3 pairs of pants, 3 sweatshirts, 2 coats. And I called Rita, and she said, well, we're closed on Friday. And I said, Rita, this is a special circumstance. She said, I'll meet you there in a half an hour. She opened it up, and the opportunity to witness what happened was incredibly spiritual and deeply impactful for me, because this woman who stood in front of a full-length mirror and hadn't seen herself in 12 years in a mirror, slowly peeled off the clothing layer by layer. And as she did, she would say things like, oh, I'm going to need a dress. And oh, I think I'm going to need boots to go with that dress. And now I think I need jewelry, and I need a pocketbook. And I was watching a whole persona change in front of me. Absolutely. Which led to, in the very end, her asking me to take me to the hair store so that I could get her a wig and tracks and all the other stuff, which we went the full 9 yards with her.
That's wonderful.
But and what it did for her personally and what it did for her emotionally.
Absolutely changed her life.
Can you imagine? Just think about what that is like to someone who had not seen themselves in 12 years, had been wearing men's clothes that she got off the street, to becoming a woman again and to be offered hope from you all. Everybody was sobbing when we were watching this story happen. And I think you're kind of a magical place.
We call those godly moments.
Those most definitely are, because that was something.
That's why you do what you do.
We do. I mean, I pretty much get more than I give there. Yeah. I really receive a whole lot more.
Well, that's like when Margie was talking at the beginning of the show about when you're looking for something to do and you're feeling bad. Go get yourself involved in an organization that gives you, what did you just say? You get more than you give.
Yes. It feeds my soul.
Yeah.
That's right.
It really does.
Yeah.
So I receive more than I give to them.
And that's what we want people to have when they're volunteering, is that transformational experience for themselves, so that we don't have to go around telling the story, that they get to witness it themselves.
Definitely. And I will say that people in transition who don't have a home, they don't need a referral. And we know who they are.
Mm-hmm.
They can come in and they can get like 5 or 6 article clothing, whatever they can take with them.
Well, we stayed close to this woman, and every time we see her, she goes, "Can I go to that place?" And we're like, "Yes, you can go to that place. What are you looking for?" Like, it's curious, right?
Yeah.
And what she'll say to us. So you're a magical moment for her that will always be, I think, part of her story. And I'm privileged to have seen that happen, and grateful that you guys do what you do, and that you were willing to open it up on a day when.
That's right.
We haven't been known to do that in emergency situations.
And this was an emergency.
We do that.
So we had a very special Lydia moment there in
that is
Huntersville,
amazing.
where I think we saw Jesus show up for sure.
It happens a lot there.
I bet it does. I bet it does. When we come back from break, we're going to be talking more with Darlene, who is in charge of all the volunteers at Lydia's Loft. We want you to call the studio, 844-STUDIO-4, should you have a question or want to learn more about how to become a volunteer at Lydia's. After my amazing transformational story, how could you not want to witness some miracle?
Definitely.
Who needs Fatima or whatever her name is? We've got our own here. We'll be back here shortly on Community Centered 105.9.
Good news lives here. It's community centered with Debbie O'Hanley and Margi Kyle on WSIC. Local starts here.
Well, still keep the umbrella close by. We'll hold on to that chance for a passing shower or a downpour as we move throughout our Tuesday. Not a lot of sunshine, but some variable clouds for sure. High temperatures will climb into the low 80s for our afternoon. Falling off tonight into the low 70s once again, and the chance for a few of those pop-up showers or a passing downpour Wednesday. We'll get back into the mid-80s for our hump day this week. That's your forecast. From the WSIC Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
An official message from Medicare.
I turned 65 this year. I knew it was time to figure out Medicare, and I had questions, like when to enroll and how to enroll. So I went straight to the official source, Medicare.gov, to get the facts about Medicare. I found answers to all my questions, and I'm ready to get started. And so can you. Just go to Medicare.gov to get the real facts about Medicare.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Bob McIntosh here with the McIntosh Law Firm in Davidson. Serving this community has been a collective passion of our law firm since 1997. We offer the quality legal services and results you would expect from a large downtown firm, but with a personal, community-focused approach right here at home. The McIntosh Law Firm, your local legal resource.
To learn more about the McIntosh Law Firm, visit McIntoshLawFirm.com.
Prioritizing your health is one of the best ways to take care of yourself. From routine visits to the joys of pregnancy to the illnesses that stop you in your tracks, Iredell Health System will be by your side. Learn more at iredellhealth.org.
I'll be honest, I wanted to be a diva. Why feel guilty? Let me help you be a diva for a few hours a week. Yes, I'm Andrea, owner of Spotless Cleaning. Our guarantee? It is very special. If you're unhappy, we'll do it again. Still unhappy? Your fee is donated to a charity of your choice. The Docinho de Coco Guarantee. To honor my grandparents, who taught me both a spotless house and time to live life big are important. Spotless Cleaning and C.com.
Are you sick of running out of hot water? Whether it's in the middle of a shower or doing dishes, cold water's never fun. Say goodbye to those surprises with a Rinnai tankless water heater from GMV Energy. This energy-efficient propane-powered solution heats water instantly, so you'll never run out again. Plus, it saves money and frees up space. Propane models start at just $295 after rebates. Visit any G&B Energy location or gbenergy.com to learn more.
Ready to take control of your weight with real medical support? At Renew Specialty Group, we offer semaglutide, tirzepatide, and now retatrutide with complimentary consultations, personalized plans, and real results. Visit RenewHealthWellnessNC.com. Your transformation starts here.
Take your life by the reins and let the horses at Willow Equine heal and empower you. Located in Mooresville, our services help with trauma, anxiety, depression, and addiction. Love life again. Visit willowequine.com today.
Glow IV Spa, wellness delivered. Recharge fast with Glow IV Spa. Lake Norman's mobile vitamin therapy. Boost your energy, immunity, and glow with IV drips delivered to your door. Book now at glowivspa.com.
Nothing but the best talk.
The area's best talk.
WSIC.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. Investors are betting that the Fed will step in and cut interest rates next month after this morning's reading on inflation. Consumer prices rose 2.7% year over year in July. The report, better than Wall Street expected. Stocks are powering higher now that this report gives the Fed the green light to make a move. Well, the FDA is considering revoking Pfizer's authorization to sell its COVID vaccine for children under the age of 5. If Pfizer's vaccine is no longer available for children as young as 6 months, kids with no health problems could no longer have access to COVID shots. Pfizer's vaccines remain authorized for children over 5, and the company expects it to win full approval in that age group before COVID season hits this fall. And Spirit Airlines says it may not survive as it's struggling to raise cash to satisfy creditors. If Spirit can't keep enough cash in the bank, creditors could declare the airline in violation of its debt contracts, creating a series of defaults that it may not be able to emerge from. Erica Herskowitz, Bloomberg Radio.
No radio? No worries.
Just ask Alexa to play WSIC.
Shining a light on who's making a difference. It's Community Centered, hosted by Debbie O'Hanley and Margi Kyle on WSIC. Local starts here.
Welcome back. You're listening to Community Centered. I'm your host, Debbie O'Hanley, with my hostess friend, Margi Kyle. And we are speaking with Darlene and about some Lydia-type moments that they experience at Lydia's Loft. That's what we're going to call them, Lydia moments, right? Because they feel very spiritual and deeply emotional. Tell us another story. Their stories are fascinating.
Well, there was one just last week where a gentleman came in and he wasn't walking very well and he needed a cane.
Mm.
And we don't take canes, we don't keep them around. And I thought, let me look in the shed where we keep the Kidney Foundation, things that we don't use, that we don't take. And sure enough, there was a single cane hanging in that shed, just his size. And I brought it in and it was perfect for him. And I call that, a Lydia's godly moment.
That's right. Yeah.
But one of my favorite ones was a couple came in with, her mom had passed away, so all of her things. And she wanted a tour. So while they were giving out the tour, one of the volunteers went to the back and opened up some shoe boxes that her mother had and found her mother's wedding rings in one of the shoes.
Oh, my gosh.
She had hid her wedding rings in her shoe, and her daughter never knew where they were. She says, I've been looking for those everywhere.
Oh, that's another one.
And if she hadn't stuck around
Yeah.
to get the tour, we would never been able to find her
Wow.
or anything. So that was another godly moment that I thought was so special.
That's
She cried for
incredible.
joy
Yeah.
that she got her mother's wedding rings
That's
back.
right. Yeah.
It's very special. And other things like this gentleman, didn't have a suit for his mom's funeral. And we fit him with a nice shirt and a nice suit, some shoes. I mean, we had him all put together. He was so proud. And his mom's funeral was the next day. He was able to attend
Yeah.
in a nice suit and look very nice for his mom.
Isn't it incredible how garments can transform us?
Most definitely.
That means so much. I know, look at what I'm sitting next to, fabulous herself, right? But you must carry a certain amount of, confidence, right? When you're dressing nicely and you
Yeah.
look really good, but we take that for granted. And these are
But it
folks
changes
that
your
don't have
attitude.
that.
It sure
The
does.
clothes the clothes
So
that you
to
wear.
have that,
And it just makes you feel more confident
Yeah.
I know
and special.
at Hope House, the women and children that we are supporting are very humiliated when they have to ask for a referral. They've been living in their car, living in a tent, they've been living homeless, and they're like, well, we always kind of go through the list. What do you need? We'll get you some food, etc. But when it comes down to the food piece of clothing piece of it, they're very humble about that. And then they go and they come back and they have these bags and they are full of spirit and full of laughter and just really, really excited about the opportunity. So thank you for giving them that dignity and
Well, to
restoring.
go and try to
Yeah.
look for a job or apply for a job or
Yes.
whatever.
We get classes from
Yeah.
Feed NC that have this employment training, and then the graduating class comes to Lydia's Loft as a class, usually about 10.
Nice.
And they called ahead of time to make sure that we have room for them to come. We're going to come at such and such a time, and they come and they get things for their job interview, and you
Yeah.
can see the transformation.
That's
It's
right.
just incredible.
That's awesome.
When they find what they need.
I remember recently we had a
Yeah.
young lady walk out the door for her interview in ripped jeans and a t-shirt, and we were like, nope, you. And she's like, well, I don't have anything. So we as staff scrambled and we, put a few things together for her, but we take that for granted that
We
when
really
we walk in
do.
a room, how we present ourselves speaks volumes
That's
about
right.
how we're feeling. And so you're
Well,
giving
I think when you're going to do your best, you need to look your best.
Absolutely. And you're giving folks that opportunity to feel better. So thank you for that. So tell us, what kind of things are you looking for now as a donation?
Right now, we're looking also for small and medium-sized men clothing. We never can get enough
Oh.
of that particular size.
Okay.
Small and medium men, teenage boys, 16 to 18, and girls as well. Shoes. We can't get enough children's shoes. especially for back to school. A lot of the parents are looking for kids' shoes. For the men's shoes, like construction boots, work boots, those types of shoes, when we do get them, they go very quickly because a lot of these gentlemen work in construction or a job where they need these types of hard toe shoes. So if anybody has them in their closet that's gathering dust, we'll be happy to take them off your hands.
I think I need to start cleaning out some closets.
Yeah, here it
Please
is.
do.
Hey, I got a good idea. With all this rainy weather we're having, we should be cleaning closets.
That's right.
And donating to Lydia's Loft, which is where again?
We're in downtown Huntersville. The address is 14813 North Old Statesville Road.
Purple shutters on a red brick house. You can't miss it.
Can't
You
miss
cannot
it.
miss
We
it.
share the same campus as First Baptist Church of Huntersville.
Yeah, I was going to say you're right across the street, aren't
And
you?
I
We're right
know-
next door.
Right next door.
And I know from being there, it's always good to park in the back.
You have
parking
to park
lot.
in the back, yes.
And walk through the beautiful little pathway that you need to get to in order to get to the back porch.
Yes. And right next to us is the pregnancy center as well. So
okay.
if anyone is looking for help and they are pregnant, they can go right next door to the pregnancy center and they will help them out.
I think they give resources there as well. Didn't we?
They
we
do.
had
them
our-
on
yeah,
a few
we
months
had
ago.
them
Okay,
on
good.
the,
Yeah.
on the show there.
Yeah.
Well, this has been a delight talking about the transformation. But are
I'm
there
happy
ever-
to do so.
Yeah, I bet
I
you
just
are.
love it so much.
21 years there. You must.
Yes.
You must have felt like you have made a really big impact in our community.
I think I have. I really do. And I like to help. I'm Hispanic, so I like to help, my people. And I know I've done that,
Of
especially if they don't speak the language.
Absolutely. And I probably other people have the numbers and the statistics of how many people you serve. But do you happen to know?
I do.
You do.
Oh my gosh, you're
Awesome.
prepared.
In 2024, we served the most we have ever served in a year, over 8,664 clients
8,664 clients
in
a year.
2024.
Wow.
It's the most. The least was during COVID, where we had to close down.
Yeah.
And then when we did open up, it would had to be by appointment only. We didn't want it to be too crowded. That was our lowest. But the year before, 2023, is over 8,140.
And how many volunteers have you had over the years?
Right now, we have about 50 current volunteers that do it reliably. Sometimes people come and go and get volunteer service hours. We have some of those.
Yeah.
But our core is about 50.
So if you're servicing 8,600 people a year at 20 pieces each, holy moly, that's a lot of clothes.
That's
and
right.
we have wonderful donors that supply it. We do have nice things, except for the things that I had suggested that we need, the men's small and medium.
I've participated with Green Jeans Consignment
Yes.
before, and I know at the end of the
Yes.
sale, twice a year, they end up by donating to you. And I have seen the mountain of clothes
That is true.
that sit in the warehouse and get ready for you all to pick up and take. But I want to go back to the prom closet for a minute,
Sure.
to just talk about what they do. And I know when I've been there before, Miss Perry has said to me, "Oh, we're getting to load up the truck and we're taking it to Winston-Salem so that we can do a prom for special needs students or something."
Yeah.
And I'm thinking about your exchange club and all that. Wouldn't that be fun to do a prom or something like
Well,
that?
and
for
Little
them?
Smiles usually has one a year. We stopped with COVID.
Well,
but-
now you need to get to the prom
Yeah,
closet.
yeah.
I think that would be super. When we come back, we're getting ready to go for a break. So much to talk about with you, Darlene. We'll talk a little bit more about that and what magic happens in the prom closet.
All right.
Good news lives here. It's community-centered with Debbie O'Hanley and Margi Kyle on WSIC. Local starts here.
I'll still keep the umbrella close by. We'll hold on to that chance for a passing shower or a downpour as we move throughout our Tuesday. Not a lot of sunshine, but some variable clouds for sure. High temperatures will climb into the low 80s for our afternoon. Falling off tonight into the low 70s once again, and the chance for a few of those pop-up showers or a passing downpour Wednesday. We'll get back into the mid-80s for our hump day this week. That's your forecast. From the WSIC Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Here's your WSIC community calendar. Friday night is the rescheduled Piedmont Healthcare Friday After 5 Outdoor Concert Series. Petty Rewind will be performing, a tribute band dedicated to reviving the music of Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Friday After 5 will be held in downtown Statesville on West Broad Street in front of Mitchell Community College. Beverages and food will be available for purchase beginning at 5 p.m. with Petty Rewind performing at 6. Bring your chairs and enjoy Friday After 5 in downtown Statesville. The 500 Club in Statesville presents live music on Saturday night with a concert by Holt Up. This is a local three-piece band performing a variety of music from rock to folk to funk. Call 704-872-9990 for more information on the Victory Lane Sports Bar and Grill, Tea Times, and the Holt Up Show on Saturday night at the 500 Club. See the riders from the Monster Energy AMA Supercross Championship on Saturday, September 6th, as they compete on a custom-built course at ZMAX Dragway. The playoff opener features a two-moto format for the 450cc class and 250cc class, promising plenty of drama and excitement from the moment the gates drop. Click on charlottemotorspeedway.com for tickets, a track map, and information on other 2025 events. Score designer deals September 9th through 14th at the Green Jeans Consignment Sale, now at 601 Milestone Venue in Concord, formerly the Buy Low Center. It's fashion, fun, and major savings. Visit greenjeansale.com. Stay up to date and find out about local events, job opportunities, real estate information, and more. Visit liveworkplaylkn.com and sign up for the weekly newsletter. That's liveworkplaylkn.com.
Bob McIntosh here with the McIntosh Law Firm in Davidson. Serving this community has been a collective passion of our law firm since 1997. We offer the quality legal services and results you would expect from a large downtown firm, but with a personal, community-focused approach right here at home. The McIntosh Law Firm, your local legal resource.
To learn more about the McIntosh Law Firm, visit McIntoshlawfirm.com.
Real people making a real impact. The McIntosh Law Firm brings you community-centered, right here on WSIC. Local starts here.
Welcome back. This has been an unbelievable hour, and Darlene, you have a wonderful job.
I do.
And a wonderful mission.
I'm blessed to have it.
Yeah. I didn't realize
I really am.
How much you did for the community until Debbie and I started talking about it.
It reverberates. It's not just clothing.
Yeah.
It's self-confidence. It's going out into the world feeling like you're worth something and that you have something to contribute.
Like your royalty.
And you think,
yes,
when you're cleaning out your closet, you're going, what? I'm going to get $5 for these, maybe. You think somebody who doesn't have anything.
Right.
That's a whole lot more.
And to see
than
the smiles on their
$5.
faces and
Yeah.
see them transform, it's just very heartwarming. So I am blessed to be there.
You have to have September's Clean Out Your Closet Month.
Yeah.
Yes. That would be
Yeah.
nice. We're starting to transition in September, right around Labor Days. We transition from summer to fall and winter
Okay.
clothing. We gradually put those things out there.
Yeah.
And if somebody needs something very heavy right now for winter, we'll bring out the backs, where the boxes
Yes.
of that type of clothing are, and they can look through that.
Tell us about the rather large donation you just got.
Yes, we just got about a week and a half ago a donation from Fleet Feet. They do not resell shoes that are returned. If you buy a pair of shoes from them and you return them, they don't resell them. They wait until they have about 100 pairs, and then they ship them to us, and we are grateful to receive them.
Yes.
There's so much generosity. We talk about this all
yeah,
the time
we
in this
do.
community. So J. Jill in Birkdale donates to us as well. So I need to bring to you after our ladies have gone through them. Maybe people, same thing, returns rather than throw them in a recycle bin
Yes.
or dump them in the dumpster. What a great way to give
This
back
is the
to your
best
community.
recycling there is.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
think.
Yeah.
And you're recycling good stuff.
We are.
Good stuff in there.
Well, I'm thinking too of
Very nice
our,
things. A
our
lot of them have
guest,
tags on them still.
Watchman of the Streets.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
There
He could
a
probably.
ton of kids out there that need clothes too.
There are, and we don't think about the impact back to school makes on families living in poverty. I mean, the list that comes home from the teacher of all of the stuff that you have to have, which includes 42 boxes of Kleenex and 2 gallons of hand sanitizer and all that. Our families cannot afford that and can't do that. So we try to come alongside of them and help. Not to mention the paper, the pencils, and all of the other
That's
stuff.
right.
But and then the competition, right? To go back to school with the Lululemon and the this and the that and all that. It's hard. It's really hard on our families, and that does a number on our kids' self-esteem. So getting them everything that they need to
That's right.
to get out there and get a new pair of sneakers so they feel good about back to school. Start them off right.
That's right.
On the right foot.
And I would love to have you give out where people can get a hold of you again.
Okay, you can get a hold of us at lydiasloft.org that's our website, but our email is lydiasloft5@gmail.com.
Okay.
So the number 5.
The number 5.
Is there something?
Because 1, 2, 3, 4 was already taken. So,
That's
a good reason.
So we're number 5.
That's perfect. What would you say to your community about the mission that you do?
I would say that it helps people that for some reason the husband may have lost his job and they're in some sort of a crisis and that has happened where he loses his job. We had one family, husband lost his job, and she felt really embarrassed that she would be in a position to need clothing, but we helped her out. She comes back later. She goes, my husband is now starting his own car repair business and we don't need your service anymore, but I'm very grateful that you were here to help us during these rough times.
Yeah.
People come in from other countries that have nothing. People whose houses have burned down. The fire department knows about us, so they give them,
That's
our
beautiful.
information.
Yes.
People that are unfortunately that are running away from abusive domestic situations. We've had, police officers come in with them and help them get their feet back on the ground. So we're helping people that are in such turmoil or trauma turn their life around one step at a time, and at least we can do that with clothing.
Do you offer to pray with them?
Oh, we do.
Oh, that's
Lovely.
beautiful.
We do pray with them.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
lovely. What about schools? Do you get referrals from
Yes, from the
guidance
school
counselors
guidance
in schools?
counselors
Yeah.
or social worker at the school. Yes.
So there is a huge need in our community. And I'm also thinking about the generosity. And if you are listening today and you know you have to go home and clean out your closet, you need to get it over to Lydia's Loft.
Yes.
Because you are doing a tremendous service to our community, for our families, for our children, for it could be a first responder that doesn't have the right things that they need, or someone who's going to be a new server or a hostess somewhere. They need your clothes. So whatever is extra and hanging around, please get in touch with our folks at
So
Lydia's Loft.
when hours that you're open,
Yes. Monday,
you
Wednesday, and
drive
Saturday
in the back,
afternoon.
and there's a little area where you can drop things off.
Yes.
Do you need to call ahead, or can you just show
Nope,
up?
you don't need to call ahead.
Has there ever been a time when you've had so many donations you've turned someone away?
We don't.
Amazing.
I have to scale back on that one. There was an organization that had like 100 pallets of clothing. I'm not sure. We just couldn't handle that.
Yeah.
So we had to put a limit on, I think, no more than 20 bags.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would think so.
We're all older. Well, most of the volunteers that work there are retired, so we just can't handle big, heavy, and we like them in not huge bags, but trash can size liner bags, so that we can lift them and actually deal with them.
Yeah.
Rather than huge bags that we can't even lift.
That would be nice.
So it's for me donating, so I should write down what I'm donating so that when I get the tax deduction, I will know the amount.
Yes.
Okay.
What about Hurricane Helene? Was there an outreach for that?
Well,
What
actually, we
happened?
did send a few truckloads of winter clothing, winter boots to Hurricane Helene until they said, okay, we're fine.
Yeah.
But yes, we did collect for them, and one of our volunteers drove over there and delivered to, I think it was a church right by there. So we did.
Fabulous.
We did, yes, help them out.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
Okay, so we need children's clothes. We need
Yes.
men's clothes. Bedding.
We need sheet sets, bedspreads, blankets, towel sets is something that we always need.
And as someone who's
We have
on-
no men's belts, by the way.
Okay, men's belts.
Not one.
Oh my gosh.
I want to implore to you the quality of what you're donating as well, because a lot of times at Hope House, we take donations too. Holy moly, what we
We can
get.
afford to be very, very picky because we have so many donations, and we have an affluent community in Lake Norman area, so we can afford to be very picky on what we have.
And, think twice while you're donating, saying, would I put this on my body? Would I use
Exactly.
this? If you have extra blankets or towels or sheets, I know the Cornelius Animal Shelter is always looking for
Yes.
those. So please
Mhm.
don't bring anything that's stained or mismatched socks or anything. Think of dignity. Think of dignity.
Oh,
when
I've got to
you're
go through
giving.
my socks drawer. That just
Right.
is another.
No. That's why I thought that. I was like, oh, okay, that would be a problem for me. But, the colder weather is coming. Folks are going to be in need of things. This summer's been kind of crazy. And, think about someone who's been living homeless, living out in the rain.
That's right. I
Yes.
can't.
Yes.
As miserable as we are running to our car, imagine what that must be
That's
like
right.
to not
I
have those
cannot
resources.
even imagine.
So we want to implore that you take a hard look at what you're donating and
Yeah.
making sure that the good stuff is going to our good neighbors
And it's all given freely.
who are doing good
All
work.
volunteers, nobody gets paid. It's sponsored by First Baptist Church Huntersville, so
I
there's
think
no
that
money
is
that changes
beautiful.
hands.
Beautiful.
Do you ever have any fundraisers?
The only fundraiser I think we had was from when we used to do the yard sale. There was an annual yard sale at First Baptist Church. However, they're doing it a little differently.
Oh, wasn't that World Hunger Day or
World
something?
Hunger
Yeah.
Day. Yeah, now it's all online. So we're not going to have a yard sale this year in the parking
Interesting.
lot. This is the first year they've decided to do it all online.
Okay.
So that's not happening anymore. But we have done, it's called Men That Cook.
Mhm.
I don't know
Yes,
if you've heard
yes.
of that.
Oh,
Okay, well,
yes,
Lydia's
they've been
Loft
on.
had,
Yeah.
yes, and we raised funds that way too.
Okay.
Well, we want to make sure that we
And
keep
cash
you-
donations that we get, we use to buy new underwear.
That's amazing. How about gift cards? Would you take gift cards?
We take
so that
gift
you
cards
could
and we
go
would
do
buy new
that?
socks and underwear.
That's a biggie.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
That's a dignity thing.
Yes.
For sure.
You want to wear new underwear.
Yeah.
You don't want to wear somebody else's. So, yes, that's what we do with our donations that we get and the fundraisings that we have.
That's amazing. I want to congratulate you for what you're doing, how you're making hope happen, and
I love it.
and,
Thank you so
and
much.
making some smiles happen as well. Because this is a community that's grateful for what you do to those who
I had no
don't
idea
have
the
enough.
impact you're making on this community.
It's incredible. It is
Yeah.
incredible.
So stop bringing your donations to the Hope House. Bring them to Lydia's Loft instead. They have the staff and the volunteers to sort them. I don't, and we get overwhelmed with
Yeah.
the amount of stuff. And don't bring them in a body bag because we get
Yes, please. In manageable bags, please.
that would really be helpful. Darlene, thank you so much. You've been a delight
It was
here
my
on
pleasure to
Community
be here.
Center today.
Thank you for
And
inviting me.
Again, reach out if you have questions. Reese is still here. He can man a phone call, 844-STUDIO-4, should you have a question. Have a
Wow.
great week, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That was terrific.
Serving you better than ever before. WSIC, Statesville, W290DK Mooresville,